Okay, so to get started, we are going to decompile an APK. So the first thing you're going to want to do is download an APK. Now there's one that's used commonly for education. Search Sieve APK, and then right here. With Secure Labs, it's on GitHub. You're going to want to download this. You could also clone the repo and get the whole code base, but I just downloaded it, and you can see it right, where's it at? Downloads. Oh, that's documents. Right here, I downloaded it right there. Once you have that downloaded, you're going to want to set up an emulator. I'll show you how you want the emulator set up. You do not want Google Play services. So, all right, let me show you what I have for my emulator. Okay, so yeah, it's a Pixel XL, old one, API 25. This x86 image. You want the services for Android open source, not Google APIs. And then I did the 25. What else? I think that's it. Additional settings. You can see here. I don't think these really matter. Okay, so you have to have an emulator. You're gonna want to actually, I was doing Vim. Vim, open your ZSH config. All right, you're gonna want the path to build tools. I think I showed this already in a previous, oh, right here. You want this one to your emulator. You're gonna want to put that in your path, just like this. This is the path to the emulator. I'll open up another terminal just to show. Where is it at? Okay, you're gonna want this path so you can run this executable right here. Okay. And then once you have this in your path, you can just type emulator, do emulator help. Okay, there we go. Here we go. We want to list the AVDs. And you can see I have the Pixel XL. So let's run that emulator. So you type emulator Pixel XL. Okay, now it's running that device. Let's open this up real quick. Go to your downloads where you have that APK. You're gonna drag and drop it onto the emulator. It'll install. Okay, now that it's installed, you see it right here. Civ. All right. So this is like a password manager type of app. So let's make open a new window. Oh, I got to do a shell. Oh, there we go. Input. Okay, what is it? Input text. Okay, so okay, there's that one. I'm going to enter that text again. too short. I think it's missing a letter, so I'm going to put an A at the end. Okay, there we go. Here's my pin. All right, now I got to re-enter the password. Let me hit up. Okay, then you see this add button. Let's add a service. Let's do bank, mango. And this is the password for my made up bank. Save it. And there we go. So when I click it, it'll copy it to the clipboard. Okay, so this is, we see how this works. Let me close this out. All right, I'm going to close the emulator now. You saw there was a quick little demo on how that worked. Close this. All right, close this one for the emulator. All right, so now we're going to want to download a new program. It's called Dex2Jar. So, okay, you're going to want to go to search for Dex2Jar and then go here on SourceForge. Download that. Download it. Is it downloading? All right, there we go. Downloading shortly. It's going to download the zip file. Let's see, go here. Let's see, extract here. All right, now let's go to the home. All right, so I made this folder, Civ, Dex2Jar, and I moved the APK over here. Now let's go in here, let's open a terminal, and we're gonna unzip the APK. Okay, you see here it unzipped. Here's all the stuff that came out of it. The one thing we're gonna look at is this classes.dex. So now that you have Dex2Jar downloaded, and you moved Dex2Jar here to your tools directory. Where's that? Right here. You unzipped it and you move that unzip folder right here. We're going to go in here, open a new terminal. We're going to list this out. So we need to run, where is it? Dex2Jar.sh. Right there. We're going to run that because we're on Linux. If you're on Windows, you're going to run I think bat, but anyways, we're gonna do this. So let's set up our, we'll keep this right here. We'll go back to this one. Let's clear this out. Now let's edit our vim file, zsh config file. So vim. Okay, we're going to insert it. We're going to make a new alias. And I don't want to type D2J or Dex2Jar. I just want to type DJ for my alias because I'm lazy. All right, so that's going to be the alias I use to call this script. So let's first do print the working directory. Let's get it. Copy it, paste it there, and then we need the Dex2Jar.sh. Copy that, put it right there, paste it, and then close. Okay, so exit that, hit escape, colon write quit. Okay, let's refresh. Okay, now let's do DJ. Permission denied. So let's go back in here. Let's see what the permission levels are. We'll do LL. Alright, let me make this a little bigger. Alright, where's the Dex2Jar? Right there. Dex2Jar SH. So you see read, write, but no execute. So we need to be able to execute it. So how do you do that? Here you go. Here's a Stack Overflow. It's this right here. Sudo chmod plus X. X is for executable. And then we need the right one. We want D2J. Where was it? Right there. D2J dash Dex2Jar.sh. Let's try it again. DJ. Oh, it says this one, permission denied. D2J invoke. Is invoke in here? Ah, right here. So we need to run that same command for invoke. D2J. There we go. So now we can use this. All right, so which directory? Let's close this. I want the directory. Close this. I have too many open. Close that. All right, go back to the APK. Let's open the terminal here. We'll do DJ classes.dex. All right. There's our Dex2Jar file right there. So now we want to, what is it? Oh, we got errors. Oh, these are the error classes. It says there are 42 methods failed to translate. Okay. We'll worry about that later. Well, we want to look at that jar. Let's look at what's inside that jar. So we're going to use another jd-gui. We're going to want to see what's inside. What's inside there? So let's download that. All right, here we go. Open a terminal. We'll do Java. All right, I had to run this command to install the missing. I had some missing libraries. Got that installed. Here's the command here. Just reinstalled open jd-gui. So once you have that done, go back to where you have your classes. You have your classes.dex and your classes Dex2Jar jar file right here, and you're going to want to run java-jar -jar and then run the jd-gui. Run that, and you can see here this is up and running. Now before we go any further, let's see. Let's go into. All right, we want to make that easily accessible. So we'll put that in our. I don't know. Put it in an alias too. So let's do print working directory. Let's open a new window. Open up the zsh config file. Well, let's see. Let's give this jd-gui. You know, actually, I want to move this. I don't want to keep that there. I want to move that to tools. So let's move it. Move it to tools directory right there. Copy that path, put it there. Get the name. All right, escape, right quit, and then refresh. Okay, so now we just have to type jd-gui to start up this this program. All right, let's go back to the program. Oh, I forgot to do one thing. Let's go back into the Vim, or the zsh config. Forgot to put this, java-jar. Okay. Escape, right quit. Let's refresh it. Okay, now let's do jd-gui. All right, there we go. Start it up. Open a file. All right, there we go. So now this is the decompiled code. It turns it into when you unzip it, you get the classes.dex. Use Dex2Jar to turn it into this jar, and then jd-gui to look at the interpreted version of the Java code. So let's go in here. This is the package name with secure.example.siv, and we can go into activities, and you can see here like main activity. Here is the main activity, and you can see all the code. So this is a way you can decompile this isn't really great. There's still like a lot missing, but it's a good way to like just get started and have a look at how things are working. It's not going to give you like really I would say APK tool is going to give you more where you see everything. You see the assembly language, the smali code, but this is a good, you know, like you can see, I don't know, let's go back to main login. Let's start at the top. Let's see. Initialize the activity, set the content view. A lot of this should look familiar if you're an Android developer. Find the view by ID, cast it as a button. This .login button. Prompt, it's a text view. What to do when login failed. Prompt, set the text, incorrect password text. Oops. Let me click the r.string.incorrect password. So yeah, this is the r.id.string. This is what it's referencing right here. Does it give the actual, let's see. Does it give resources? Maybe, I don't see them. Let's see, string. Okay. So yeah, these are the IDs, the r.id, that's the integer it maps to. Where's main activity? Go back. Login successful, set the login button enabled, create an intent, and you're going to start the PW list activity. Here's this activity, password list activity. Implements what? On item click listener, on item long click, crypto service dot connector. Can we go look at that? Here we go. Here's the crypto service. Extends handler, implements service connection. Okay. Here's the constructor. You have to attach an activity. This activity, where's that? Oh, response listener. Okay, so it's not an activity, it's a response listener. Did that activity implement response listener? It does. Okay, go back. Am I on the right one? Oh yeah, right there. Okay, private. Let's look at the public ones. On service connected. Create a new messenger, binder, response handler, bound equals true, so it's a bound service or binded service. Activity connected, call activity connected. Okay, send to server. Where is that? Send to server. This bound. Okay, so yeah, you can see you can walk through the code and just kind of chase things around. Kind of curious to see what is this service messenger. What is that? Where does that get initialized? Right here. On service connected. Let's look at some of these services. Auth connector service, or auth service connector. I wonder where the encryption, decryption actually happens. Run NDK decrypt. Is there like an NDK? I'm kind of curious now. I've never looked through this. So yeah, you can play around with this and you can basically see at a high level how you can chase things around, see how this app works. Now this is a pretty simple app. It's not, not like a giant app like Facebook or Instagram or something really large. Just a simple password manager app that's made to be cybersecurity tested. But all right, that is how you use Dex2Jar to decompile an APK and have a look at things like the activity, the services. Let's look at the database table. Okay, so here's like the column names, the types, text, blob. Here's the SQL query, create table key, password text, primary key, pin text. Okay. Database parser, get key. So I see it looks like it creates a database to store all this. Here's a provider, database provider. It's a content provider. Oh, I see. Here's the URI. Here's the keys. Oh, so it creates keys and passwords. I assume the keys are to decrypt everything. I wonder where. I wonder where the actual encryption decryption happens. That's what I'm looking for. I might have missed it. Is there a login attempt? Where is that? Check queue. That's for login successful. Where is that clicked? Let's see if there's a click on that. Oh, we checked the key first. I see. Send to server message. 234 742. I wonder what these are. Send to server. Oh, it's a message. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. So you can play around with this, have a look, and see how it works. Might be worth just like creating your own Android app. And like creating some things like just set up a quick like room database, set up a service, work manager, fire off some jobs, something like that, and maybe create a key. I don't know, encrypt something with a key store key and store it somewhere. Shared preferences, encrypted shared preferences. Just play around, and then make an APK. And then go in and see how it all works, see how it's translated. Yeah, all right, so that's how you can, you first unzip the APK. Once it's unzipped, you'll have this classes.dex, and then you'll run dex2jar against that dex file. It'll create a jar, like you see right here. And then, once you've done that, you can run jd-gui and have a look inside that jar file. So that's how you get started